I don't really believe in celebrity deaths. You can't trust anything in Hollywood, especially what they did with the OJ ridiculousness. We know about the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where they showed you at the end that Sharon Tate didn't really die. Um, and you talk about OJ, the orange juice, the 9/11, Breakfast in America album. We've shown you that before with the Twin Towers and the orange juice that was over it. And how that person that's very popular in the world, the most popular man in the world, he's known as the Iron Orange Man. Let's just see what pops up. Who is known as the Orange Man? So, first one is right there. Second one is right there. Why is DONALDTRUMP orange? So they have their rituals. And remember, OJ Freeway Chase, it was AC, which is Antichrist, with OJ and the white Bronco or the white horse or Antichrist white horse ritual. That took place on 6/17. And when you're talking about prime numbers, um, hang on just a quick second here. And you look at the 617th prime number, and it is the 113th. The 113th prime number is 617. Excuse me. Okay. And that 113 is when One World Trade Tower opened, which represented the rising from the twins going down. We also know of the Hulk Hogan Twin Towers. And they
Hulk Hogan, you talk, or should I say, demolish the Twin Towers? Yeah.
demolished the Twin Towers, and the other guy talks about tearing down the Twin Towers or something like that.
One with one goal in mind, defeat, or three people working as Hogan. Much of it is there's a problem. Mega powers and tear down the Twin Towers, and tear down the Twin Towers, and tear down the Twin Towers.
His birthday is August 11th. 8 times 11 is 88. His name is Hulk Hogan, 88, like Saturday Night Live Studio 8H, 88. And we know that in simple gematria, 88 comes to Trump when this baby hits 88 miles per hour. And that'll be when they stage the right eye wound ritual. And Iron Man is the iron mixing with clay. So we would say Daniel 2:41 through 43, King James Version, Bible Gateway. And it's the final kingdom of the feet and the toes, and the iron is the Roman Empire. But then you get into the mark of the beast, which is because it's the legs were the Roman Empire. But then you get into the feet and the toes, and it's the iron mixed with the miry clay. We know clay represents man, and the iron represents the technology, or the ghost is in the machine, per the album by the Police, Ghost in the Machine. And but it says they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. So they're going to possess the human body. Just remember, Reagan was entered just from playing with a Ouija board. In the movie Venom, they were just entered. The entities entered them and gave them superpowers. But the human host, they called them symbiotes, symbiotic relationship between fallen angels. They're fallen angel human hybrids, which is exactly what it was in the book of excuse me, in Genesis 6, which is why we needed Noah. That was all about Noah's ark because the earth had become very corrupted with fallen angel human hybrids. And it goes on to say there were giants in those days. And, the New York Giants, the New York Jets, the Jets brought down the Twin Trumps, the Jets brought down or killed Donnie Darko, which stands for Donald's Darkened Right Eye. So we know that it's coming. It just seems like it's really, really, really ramping up right now. And but it's never seen it like this. It's always, but sometimes it could calm back down. But when it ramps again, it'll be even crazier. But see, they do this very slowly and incrementally because the AI is writing the script for all of this for them to follow. And if you would have just went from the year 2005 to the year 2025, and you've got all this ridiculousness of the AI video. Trump puts out AI video of Obama being arrested. Trump shares fake AI video, Obama arrest. Trump accuses Obama of treason in Oval Office. Bill and Hillary Clinton have been subpoenaed. House panel directs chairman to subpoena Bill and Hillary Clinton in that probe. So they're just ramping everything up right now. You got Trump buddies with Elon Musk, who's running the government and making all these $1 million cuts. And then all of a sudden, Elon accuses Trump of being in the probe, and Trump and him are no longer friends. And Trump threatens to deport Elon Musk because he's from South Africa. Trump says he's looking at deporting Elon Musk 3 weeks ago. So it's ridiculousness after ridiculousness after ridiculousness. So goes on to say they shall not cleave to one another as iron is not mixed with clay. And that's why the human host will die off. And that's why the only time it talks about eternal torment day and night forever and ever are those that take the mark, because that's the fallen angels that possess the body that receive the torment day and night forever and ever. And the beast, the false prophet, and Satan receive eternal torment day and night forever and ever, along with the angels. And there's another Bible verse. I forget where it was. I heard it the other night that talked about the fire prepared for the angels, Bible verse. Matthew 25:41 refers to the eternal fire or everlasting punishment that will be no, is it? The fire prepared for the devil and his angels. There it is. Matthew 25:41, King James Version, Bible Gateway. Then he shall say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. All the goats that are going to be thrown into the fire are dead. They're not thrown in there alive. Humans do not live forever. They don't get eternal life. Their judgment is eternal. The shame and everlasting contempt is a final judgment. It's everlasting. There's no 10,000 years. God's going to say, oh, well, everybody that was ever born can now come to heaven. That's all any of those verses ever mean. So it's a very interesting time we're in. So let's get on with Daniel 10. We told you how Trump Tower has 5 multiple addresses, 721 through 725 Fifth Avenue. Not a coincidence, because Daniel 7:21 through 7:25 speaks about the horn making war with the saints and wearing out the saints. And Jesus said the Antichrist will be here in his own name, and a trump is a horn, and a horn is a trump. So let's get on. But that's a few days from now. Good Lord willing, we get to that. But right now, we're making our way to it in Daniel 7. Today is Daniel 7:10 through 15, column 1 of my dad's old King James. And a fiery stream issued came down forth from before him. Thousands of thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. And the judgment was set, and the books were opened. I beheld, and everything in yellow is God winning. And then Daniel goes on to say, I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. Talking about the Antichrist. I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame, which that carries over to Revelation 20, I think verse 10, where it says Satan, the beast, and the false prophet are cast alive into the lake of fire, or something to that. I guess we should just go to it, huh? And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. When the humans die, it just says a flame came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. And then they're referred to as dead from there on out. And then they're dead in the grave. Hell means the grave. Death and hell were cast into the lake of fire, part of the second death. All the goats whose names were not found written in the book of life. So, and then we go to, as concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and a time. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. This is God winning again, of course. We know in Revelation, Jesus says, I come in the clouds. And there was given him dominion and glory and kingdom, and all people and nations and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. We're going to move over to Luke 22 and get into chapter 23. Hopefully you're watching these on or from the playlist where you're watching these in order, so you know the backdrops of the previous stories. And many other things blasphemously spake they against him. And as soon as it was day, the elders of the people and the chief priest and the scribes came together and led him into their council, saying, Are you Christ? Tell us. And he said unto them, if I tell you, you're not going to believe it. And if I also ask you, you will not answer me nor let me go. Hereafter shall the Son of Man sit at the right hand of power of God. Then said they all, art thou the Son of God? And he said unto them, you just said that I am. And they said, what need do we have to have moving forward? Because we've witnessed his blasphemy. For we ourselves have heard all of this right now come from his own mouth. And the whole multitude of them arose and led him to Pontius Pilate. And they began to accuse him, or to Pilate. I don't know if Pontius Pilate is from another religion, so we'll just call him Pilate. Is his name Pilate or Pontius Pilate? Pontius Pilate, Wikipedia. The name Pontius is ancestor from Samaria, Pontius, and the inhabitants of the subjugates. Anyway, what's in a name, Pontius Pilate? Interesting. They began to accuse him, saying, we found this fellow perverting the nation and forbidding to give tribute to Caesar, saying that he himself is Christ, a king. And Pilate asked him, saying, art thou the king of the Jews? And he answered back to him and said, you just said it. Then said Pilate to the chief priest and to the people, I find no fault in this man. I know in other texts, or when we would get to it tomorrow, good Lord willing, it speaks about after the statement, it basically moves into, this is all about your own religion. And us Romans, we don't kill people based off your religion. And the Romans, and then the Jews are like, we can't kill him. You have to do it. So anyway, I'm glad you're here. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime. As long as I'm here, that's what I'm here for. Love you.